Chair, I
Gusto ko
just would
bang-
like to make it clear.
He is he. He is he. I stand
Is not
corrected.
in order, Madam Chair, because I just want to make, because you said twice, her.
All right.
So I
I'm
would like to
addressing
find out
him.
if she is a she or a he.
Thank you for that clarification, Bishop Benny Abante. Then open it. All you want. Sabi nga ni Madam Chair, hawak niya ang beat. Sino ba naman ako para pigilan ito? Sabi nga ng kanta, huwag mong bibitawan. Huwag niyo nang bitawan yung box. So I dare the committee to open the box, but with a caveat, siguraduhin niyo po na hindi kayo nakalalabag sa batas.
Mainit ang issue natin ngayon. Magandang araw. Welcome po sa ating channel. Dito sa Usapang Pinas, tatalakayin natin ang mga issues sa politika. At syempre, kung gusto mo ng mga ganitong issue, pakisubscribe naman po ang ating channel. Salamat. Eto, mga buhayang kongresista, pilit pinagtutulungan si Kong Marcoleta. Ang kaso, sila ang binanata ni Kong Marcoleta. Ameme ang mga buhaya dito. Matapang ba naman na hinamon ni Kong Paulo Marcoleta si Luistro na buksan niyang box na naglalaman ng tax ni BP Sara at ng kanyang asawa? Alam naman kasi ni Kong Marcoleta na labag yan sa batas. Lalo na yung mini trial na ginagawa nila ngayon. Siyempre nandyan din si Abante na feel ang pagiging kongresista. Basta may masabi lang siya kay Kong Marcoleta kahit wala namang kwenta. Ayun, nasupalpal tuloy si Loco. At mga kababayan, kapansin-pansin din ngayon na nahahati na ang mga desisyon ng mga buhaya. Dahil ang iba ay tutol sa pagbubukas ng box. Yung magkasanggang si Jokno at si Lailawet de Lima. Magkaiba na ngayon ang desisyon nila. Nako, eto na talaga ang lakas ni BP Sara. Mukhang may mga magre-retreat na sa pagsulong ng impeachment ni BP Sara. Eto, panoorin natin. Siyempre, andyan din si Kokoy magsasalita dito.
Tingin ko lahat naman po tayo ay gustong buksan, no? Yung pong box na ito. Una, dahil nakabatay po ito sa constitutional power natin po bilang impeachment proceeding to subpoena documents like BIR documents. Pero ang kailangan ho natin pagpasyahan ngayon, sapat na po ba ang mga ebidensyang inilatag ngayong araw po na ito para magkaroon ng finding of probable cause on unexplained wealth? Tingin ko even without opening the box, sapat-sapat na po, sobra-sobra pa nga yung pong nailatag na ebidensya nung nakaraang linggo. Balikan po natin ulit ito. Ang laman po ng AMLAC report, which was never denied by the Carpio complaint, 6.77 billion in total transactions, 4.4 billion in inflows, pumasok na pera sa mga bangko ng mag-asawang Duterte Carpio, 1.5 billion in outflows na hindi ho natin makita sa SALN ng pangalawang Pangulo, 2.8 billion in net inflows na dapat ay nananatili sa kanilang mga bangko pero hindi nakalahad sa SALN ng pangalawang Pangulo. Pasukin po natin yung SALN mismo kung bakit po ito sapat-sapat na ebidensya. Ang nakalagay sa SALN for 2024, 88.5 million pesos lamang po. On those two pieces of evidence and reports pa lamang po, mga kaibigan, sapat-sapat na, sobra-sobra pa ho. Ito pong finding of probable cause. This particular section of the impeachment proceeding will go straight to the Senate. Sigurado po tayo dyan. At I'm quite certain that this box will be opened at the level of trial. So, Madam Chair, tingin ko kung wala naman na po nga kailangan pa hong pag-usapan, magandang pagbotohan na po natin ito pong bagay na ito. Maraming salamat po.
Our parliamentary status, the Honorable De Lima already moved to open the BIR box. And then
Madam
we
Chair.
heard the different positions of the justice members. And we continue to hear because I could see members still raising their hand.
Madam Chair.
Can we call Honorable Marcoleta first? Honorable Marcoleta is a non-member of Justice Committee, but of course, we recognize her opportunity to manifest her position as well.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you for highlighting my being a non-member of this committee. But
I
nonetheless,
highlighted also that
I have
you
every
have
right
the
to speak.
privilege to manifest your position.
Thank you po.
Because that is according to our rules, Honorable Marcoleta.
Including the highlighting of being a non-member. Kasama po yun.
The rule that non-members cannot raise a motion and cannot vote, but they
Opo.
can manifest. And that is observed in all committees in the House of
Madam Chair, I
Representatives.
did not say that I'm about to make a motion. Wala naman po akong sinabi. Anyway, ma'am, magandang hapon po sa,
Madam Chair,
sa
Madam
committee na
Chair,
ito.
Madam Chair.
Is that a point of order?
Yes, not really the point of order. I just would like to find out if he is a she or a he because you have been mentioning her.
Point of order, Madam Chair. Let's allow Congressman Marcoleta to proceed.
All right. Honorable Marcoleta is recognized. You may proceed.
Madam Chair,
Gusto
I
ko
just
bang-
would like to make it clear.
He
Madam
is
Chair,
he. He
The
is he.
point
I
of
stand
order is not
corrected.
in order, Madam Chair, because I just want to because you said twice her.
All right.
So I
I'm
would like to
addressing
find out
him.
if she is a she or a he.
Madam
is
Chair, make a ruling and allow Congressman Marcoleta to proceed.
As a response to
proceed
the
to-
Honorable Abante, we are addressing now Honorable Marcoleta as he, him, his, and the chair therefore stands corrected. You may proceed, Honorable Marcoleta.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you for that clarification, Bishop Benny Abante. Ewan ko kung is that germane to this hearing. Anyway, magandang araw po, ginang Madam Chair at sa mga kapita-pitagang miyembro ng committee na ito. Marahil ay inaasahan nyo na ako po ay magbibigay ng manifestasyon para tutulan ang pagbubukas ng box na yan mula sa BIR. Ang katunayan po, ako po'y hindi tututol. You may go ahead and open it all you want. Sabi nga ni Madam Chair, hawak niya ang bit. Sino ba naman ako para pigilan ito? Sabi nga ng kanta, huwag mong bibitawan. Huwag niyo na bitawan yung box. So I dare the committee to open the box, but with a caveat, siguraduhin niyo po na hindi kayo nakalalabag sa batas. At sinabi rin po ni Popoy sa pelikula, I deserve an explanation. I deserve an acceptable reason. Siguraduhin niyo po na kung bubuksan niyo yan, mayroon po kayong acceptable reason na naayon sa batas. At ako po ay kaisa niyo rin sa komite na ito sa paghahanap ng katotohanan. Pero sa ating paghahanap at pagsasiliksik ng katotohanan, siguraduhin po natin na tayo po ay hindi nakalalabag sa ating mga batas. Maraming salamat po, Madam Chair.
Again, that is a manifestation and therefore it does not deserve or require any answer. Let us proceed. If there are no other members who wish to, the Honorable Sendanya is recognized.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Ang haba na po na kwentuhan natin kay Basha at saka kay Popoy. No? Nagkaroon na nga po ng sequel ang One More Chance. No? Second chance. Ayan. Pero inuulit ko po, this is a second chance to hold the Vice President accountable for abuse of power at dun po sa pagnanakaw sa kaban ng bayan. At yung second chance po na ito, 2 years in the making. That's why we appeal to the wisdom of this committee to ensure that we hold her accountable. Sabi nga po ng mga kaibigan ko, eyes on the ball. And the ball is ensuring that we get this to the Senate and the Vice President is convicted. And I hope that would guide the committee in making this all-important decision. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Next, dito tayo kay Junel. Ay, kay Laila de Lima. Mukhang sa 2028, Himas Reyes na naman to.
Kung papayagin natin ang isang probisyon ng batas, yung NIRC, ang magdidikta o maglilimita sa kapangyarihan ng komiteng ito na isang mahalagang organo sa ating sistema ng pagpapanagot, para na rin nating ibinaba ang konstitusyon sa antas ng ordinaryong batas. Hindi po ito katanggap-tanggap. The Constitution is supreme. Statutes are subordinate. Administrative interpretations, just like what was shared to us or shared with us by the commissioner of the BIR, are even more so subordinate to the Constitution. When the Constitution commands, all else must give way. We are convened as the House Justice Committee, acting not in our ordinary capacity to legislate, but in the exercise of one of the most solemn powers entrusted to this body, the power of impeachment. And this power is not incidental. It is not auxiliary. It is a direct constitutional mandate designed as a check against grave abuse, betrayal of public trust, and wrongdoing by the highest officials of the land. In this context, I respectfully submit that the refusal to open and examine the income tax returns in question on the basis of statutory confidentiality under the National Internal Revenue Code is a misapprehension of the constitutional order. Let us be clear, uulitin ko lang po, impeachment is not a mere legislative inquiry. It is a distinct constitutional process. To allow a provision of the tax code to override the constitutional power of impeachment is to invert the hierarchy of laws. It would mean that a legislative enactment intended for general administration could defeat a specific constitutional mechanism designed to ensure accountability at the highest levels of government. That cannot be the law. Pwede pong sabihin ng iba, those espousing a different view, na anyway, meron na po tayong probable cause doon sa mga nakita na natin at narinig na natin ng mga ebidensya. So wag na lang natin itong buksan dito sa puntong ito at hayaan na lang natin na ang Senado ang magbukas nito. Hindi ko po tanggap ang dahilan na yan. Kasi with more reason na since we are talking here about establishing probable cause, determined probable cause, lahat ng mga pwedeng ipasok na natin para mas klaro ang usapin ng probable cause, dapat po ibigay na o makita na natin. Dapat ho, makita na natin ang laman ng box na yan. Hindi ho natin pwedeng ipadala lang sa Senado na hindi natin alam. Kasi later, tayo rin po ang prosecutors. It's the House acting through a panel of prosecutors ang titingin nito at magprepresenta nito before the Senate. Now, dapat makita na po sa puntong ito natin. Kasi tayo yung magiging prosecutors later at para lalong mapalakas ang usapin ng probable cause. So I submit that this body has both the authority and the duty to examine the income tax returns in question, subject to appropriate safeguards if necessary, but not subject to outright prohibition. The Constitution demands no less. Let us affirm that in the hierarchy of laws, the Constitution remains supreme. Let us affirm that impeachment is a meaningful power, not an empty formality. And let us affirm that no statute may be invoked to defeat the people's right to accountability. For these reasons, I maintain and I move that this committee should proceed with the opening and examination of the income tax returns, the supposed contents of that box, and to reject any interpretation that would unduly constrain our constitutional mandate. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair.
Just for the record, the motion of the Honorable De Lima is to open the BIR box.
It at this stage. These are protected by law, and any disclosure must be clearly and unquestionably authorized, not based on assumptions or discretion.
So you are joining the position of Honorable De Lima?
No, I am against
You are
the
not
position.
to open.
Yes,
Okay.
Madam Chair.
Next is the Honorable Chel Jokno from the Akbayan Party List.
Thank you, Madam Chair. First of all, to be clear, ay ako'y naniniwala na may kapangyarihan ng Committee on Justice na buksan yung kahon na yan. But to me, the crucial question is, kailangan ba natin buksan? The question is in relation to the determination of probable cause. And if we are talking about probable cause, para sa akin ay nandyan na ang ebidensya, sapat na yan para makapag-determina na tayo kahit hindi natin bubuksan yung kahon na yan. Meron pong kasabihan sa batas sa ex abundante cautela, with extreme caution. And out of the abundance of caution, I believe that it would be more prudent for us to leave this to the Senate to decide whether to open the box or not. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Kong Chel, you're not joining the position of Kong Laila.
For once, I think
For
we
once.
have some disagreement.
That is for the record, for once. For the first time, split decision.
Update lang mga kababayan no, nanalo ang boto na hindi ibuksan ng box na naglalaman ng tax ni BP Sara Duterte at ng kanyang asawa. Anong nangyari? Ba't parang umatas yung mga buntot ng mga buhaya na to? Natatakot na ba kayo ngayon? Dapat consistent kayo. Hanggang 2028 dapat. Ha? Ano po masasabi nyo sa issue na to? Paki-comment naman po sa comment section. Dito na nagtatapos. Kung nagustuhan mo ang video na to, huwag kalimutang i-like, i-share at mag-subscribe. Thank you for watching. Abangan ang mga susunod na videos natin. Thank you and goodbye.